Tuukka Rask is with us here this morning. Hey, bud.
Hi. How you doing?
How you doing?
Great. I'm out of breath here. I had to walk the stairs.
Little out of breath?
Yeah, that's the biggest workout I've done in 4 weeks.
I'm assuming when it comes to surgery, you haven't been doing your normal workouts.
I haven't done anything. Yeah.
You haven't done anything.
Still 2-3 more weeks away from actually working out.
Yeah. How did it? Surgery went good. Everything.
Yeah, really good. It was perfect, like the doctor said.
Yeah.
They fixed everything they wanted to, and I was just waiting.
And you're moving around great because we saw you in passing at Zach Brown Band and you had a crutch. So now, crutch free.
Exactly. As of 2 weeks ago. No more crutches, walking, I'm doing rehab, so feels good.
We haven't really had a chance to talk to you since the playoffs. I wanted to, when it came to that injury and when you were dealing with the coaching staff, was that something that you were, you kind of relied on them to tell you, hey, we want you to go, we don't want you to go? How does that work when you're that goaltender and you're injured? How does that decision get made?
Yeah, well, I think we had a conversation after, or what game did we lose? Was it 5 or 6? I don't even remember.
It was 5, correct, or was it Ken?
I believe it was. I want to say 5. Yeah, I want to say
5.
Yeah, whatever. Before the last game, we had a conversation with the goalie coach and Butch, and he was basically asking me, "Hey, can you go?"
Yeah.
And I said yes. Yeah, I mean that's a tough, like you probably know, Wiggy. Like coach asks you, "Can you play?" Like you have to say
pretty
banged up if you say no, because then
right.
Not in baseball.
Not in any other sport, you're right.
But in hockey, the coach asks you and you say you're going to go.
Yeah, so I mean, I felt good enough that I could play. Like, if obviously it's really tough decision, like I said, to say I can't play. But like I felt like I was good enough to play, and then it didn't affect my performance in the last game. There's all kinds of medicine you can take, kind of numb the pain off before the game and whatnot. So
yeah.
Too bad we lost, but it didn't affect my performance. I felt like.
Yeah.
As a player, is it hard with fans that you're doomed if you do and you're doomed if you don't?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
if you play, why did he play? If
Yeah.
you didn't play, why didn't he play? So
Right,
is that
yeah.
hard as a player?
Not
She
really.
means for you. Is
Right.
it hard for you?
Yeah, right. We don't really think about it. It's you make the decision based on what's best for you and your team. You can't really think of the fans at that point. But like you said, it's you're gonna lose anyway, so no matter what you do. So
yeah. What are you thinking about next season?
I'd be ready to go probably around Christmas time, January. So hopefully I can start skating here in about a month and a half or so, and then kind of progress from there, and then be ready to go January.
And how does that work with the Bruins? Because you're a free agent,
Yeah.
right? Are you in ongoing discussions with them?
Not right now, but we
Okay.
had good talks with Sweens, and I think we're on the same page. So we'll see how my rehab goes, and then we'll hopefully sign a contract.
Oh, wow.
That's
really good.
You had said that you want to be here.
Yeah.
And I think some, if you're looking at it from the outside, you say, all right, well, what else is Tuukka going to say? But that's real for you. Like you're gonna stay here after hockey. This is your hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I played in one team when I was in Finland, and I've been so lucky to be part of only one team in the NHL. For me, it's about that pride of playing one team and one team only, and kind of I have no reason to chase the money anymore and go somewhere else. It's going to be one of those things that I feel that the Bruins is my home, the Boston's my home, and I've always wanted to play here, wanted to stay here. So the money won't be an issue. Like we had a conversation with Sweens, I'll be a cheap goalie for them, I think.
Donnie, you said you'll be a cheap goalie.
Yeah, for
Donnie
sure.
listens to the program. So what is that, like $500,000 like you do?
I don't want to say the numbers because that's not smart.
Your agent will be calling you right
That
after.
could be very intriguing.
But-
that-
But I would say, like, I'm not looking for like a $7 million contract anymore.
Right.
I'm at
No, I
that
like
point
to
in my
hear you say
career.
that.
So it's like I just like to help the team out. I feel like I'm a veteran goalie, and there's some young guys coming in. So whatever I could do to help the guys out, I would do it. And end my career as a Bruin.
Jeremy Swayman was a part of this yesterday. Seems like, tell us a little bit about him and what you see in the future for him.
Well, he's a great goalie, talented goalie, and a great guy, like you probably saw. He's super outgoing and nice. So I had a luxury of knowing him last year a little bit. He was around, and he's got a great future ahead of him. Like I said, hopefully I can help him out.
We were talking with Torrey Krug earlier. It's been a sad couple days here in Boston because of the passing of Jimmy Hayes.
Yeah.
You had the opportunity to play with him. What was he like as a teammate?
Well, he was great. Everywhere he went, he just brought a smile to your face because he was so outgoing and nice. That's I think the biggest thing that stands out from him. We always had a good time with him. He made everybody feel home when you were around him. So it was very sad news. It just goes to show that you can't take anything for granted in life. It could end any second.
We were talking also with Torrey about you, Jimmy. Who else? Z, dressing up as minions and going to Children's Hospital.
Was I part? I was probably part of that.
You were
too.
part of that.
Yeah.
You were part of that. And I know that not only prior to now, but it continues. You guys have the opportunity to go visit those who are at Dana-Farber, at Children's Hospital, fighting this fight against cancer. What's that like for you when you go and visit those patients?
It's been, I think it's been a tradition ever since I've been part of the Bruins. We go to certain hospitals, different hospitals every year, and I think the guys take huge pride in it. Being able to help out and go bring smiles to the kids' faces and the families' faces, and it really puts your life into perspective when you go see, you see little babies who are fighting for their lives and their families are there with them, and you're just putting your jersey on and going to shake their hands and kind of trying to talk about whatever it is non-hospital related, and it's really eye-opening. Sometimes it's very tough, but I think, like I said, we take huge pride in it that we can do that.
Tuukka,
go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to ask one question because you talked a little bit about your future, and part of your decision was it the fact that when you look at this team, that you guys have this window where you can and should be able to win a Stanley Cup. Was that something that you thought about, part of your decision of saying, okay, once I'm healthy and I'm back, I want to come back and play for the Bruins because I feel like we have unfinished business here and we still have the core, and that's yourself included, with a team that should be able to bring a Stanley Cup back to Boston?
Yeah, absolutely. That was part of that. Also, there's few guys now like Bergie and Marshy. Well, Kretsch is in check now, but, we've played entire careers together. And I feel like it would be a shame just to go somewhere and try to chase something dollar-wise or trophy-wise when you have a chance to finish your career with the same group that you started. And then you look at the additions that the Bruins signed. It looks like a really capable team again. So looking forward to that, yeah.
You talked about the kids, and walking around here, there are a lot of kids from the Jimmy Fund present right now. In the locker room, when people are talking about there's an event coming up, some type of charity event, can you guys come? It seems like the Bruins are everywhere. Every charity event I've ever been at, they've been highly represented. Is that something that you guys as a team just enjoy doing? You like to go out in the community and give back in any way you can?
Yeah, very much so. And I think the Bruins Foundation has done a tremendous job kind of getting out there and being involved in every single kind of charity or hospital or whatever it might be, and sending the guys over there. And it's just about, they ask you if you want to go, and obviously you say yes, I would love to go. And last year was kind of different from that because nobody could go anywhere, and took a year off. We did some virtual visits and whatnot, but yeah, it's always great to go, any kind of events.
I want to get this deal done right now.
What's your fee? How many percent you take?
I won't take any commission.
Wow,
that's
he'll
a pretty
take
good
season
answer, right?
tickets.
But I'm wondering what we could fold into. So if Donnie has to be concerned about the budget.
He's always concerned about the budget. Of course he is.
Like most GMs, right?
Yeah, right.
Cam, they gotta be concerned. What else could we, like? Wiggy has a chicken parm sandwich that is named after him,
Right.
at Milano's.
I think we
in
can't-
East Boston. Could we do a season supply of chicken parm sandwiches for Tuukka? Should he sign a discount deal?
Here's what I think we could do. We have my men's bear league team. We always looking for goalies.
Oh.
Our one goalie, Fuji's like 65.
Yeah.
He comes out, performs, stands on his head. Instantly, price goes up.
Oh, the price goes up.
There we
Oh,
go.
That's not
Yeah.
even. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they
we
must
give
be
you-
watching those.
And we
Great
give them
offer.
free Bud Lights after the game.
Great
Wow.
offer.
See, sold.
Will you be a guy after hockey who will play over 40 beer league? Will you?
Not a chance.
not a chance.
No.
Why
no.
not? Come on, why not?
you know, you can. I think you only have so many butterflies in your life, and
I think Yager is.
yeah, well, I don't know. It's just the tying the skates part. I think for me, it was going to be, you know,
Will be difficult.
Yeah.
We got to take a quick break. However, I think an old teammate of yours, a former co-owner of a boat with you, is going to join us next. Do you want to stick around and just say hello?
I just saw him a couple days ago.
Oh,
so you talked to him, yeah.
So that's all right. So you don't need to talk.
I don't need
all
to
right,
talk
we'll
to
talk to him. Well, listen. You do anybody else before Tuukka goes?
Yeah, I just one last.
Do you want to tell him how all over him you were?
Yeah, I was
in the bubble.
Well, I was
all
all
good.
over you in the bubble.
Did you ever hear about that?
Yes.
No, it's fine.
Listen. I'm a fan long before I was a professional athlete, so I want to see my teams do well. I was, all over, but I was wrong for that, and I apologized on the air.
Yes.
But I would say this, and I think it comes with the position, right? Because I liken goalie to quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the team does well, it's usually the goalie. When the team does bad, it's the goalie. It's like the quarterback position. Yeah. How do you deal with that position, knowing that comes with that? And you get a lot of criticism from fans like myself or other fans out there. How do you deal with that mentally, knowing that position is so highlighted, unlike any other position?
Yeah, I think you grow into it. You kind of. I started playing goalie when I was like 3-4 years old. So then you quickly realize that it's on you most nights. And then just it's part of the territory. Early on in my career, I think I took more pressure and kind of put more pressure on myself to perform and, kind of was like listening what people may think or may not think. And then once you learn that doesn't do any good for you, you kind of let that go and just focus on your job. And you know what's going to come. There's going to be good, there's going to be bad, and trying to push that aside. So you grow into it, and then experience helps a lot. It's just part of the territory.
How will you deal until Christmas time watching the games? Will that be hard for you to watch and know that you can't get out there until down the road?
I don't think it's going to be tough. I don't even know if I'm going to watch.
Okay.
I might decide not to watch all of them just to kind of like keep myself sane.
Yeah. Football's on.
Right. But yeah, like I said, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully when I start skating, everything feels good and I feel like I'll be back, playing sometime soon. But, if I start feeling bad and I'm like, I don't know if I can do this, then it might be difficult.
Right.
But as long as I know that, I'm feeling great and I know that I'm going to be out there, then it won't be an issue.
All right, so takeaways, ready around Christmas time?
Yeah, but Christmas time, January probably. I don't want to give, too big of a hope.
Okay, somewhere around there.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Don't want to play anywhere else. Want to finish the career here.
Yep.
And go for it one or two more times with this group of guys.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. And you would take $250,000.
Exactly. And free Bud Lights.
Free Bud Lights. All right. Well, listen, thanks for everything that you do. You do so much for charity, and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
All right. That's Tuukka Rask.